Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Vijay and I'm a Microsoft MVP in SharePoint. In today's video, we will discuss about how to work with the SharePoint list title column. So we'll see what is the title column that we talk about in SharePoint list or library, and then how we can rename a SharePoint list title column, how to hide SharePoint list title column, and then how we can make optional this SharePoint list title column. And another thing that I will show you is how we can do all these things programmatically using PNP here. So we will use a PNP core library, and we'll see how we can do these things like rename or hide or make optional by using the C# code. So PNP C some code that we are going to use here. So now let us first understand what is this title column that we talk about. Now whenever you will create a list or library, by default a title column will be added to that. So that is simply like a metadata column that we can use, and by default SharePoint will create title column like other columns like created by or created date, modified by or modified date. So with that there will be a title column, and when you will actually see in a list, the title column is mandatory field, and if it is a library then it is not. Now for example, if I will show you here, let's say I'll create a list here quickly. You can see here I'll create a blank list. I will simply give text here. So I'll click on create. Now if you'll see here, by default there is one column which is the title column, and if I will go to the list settings here, so let me just load this. I will go to the list settings page. So you can see here list settings. If I'll go, I'll be able to see other columns as well like title column. Then apart from that there are modified, created by, created and modified by. So these are the columns that Microsoft or SharePoint creates by default. Now this is about the list. Now if I'll create a library here, for example, I will go here, I'll click on new library, document library, and I'll give a name here. I will say project documents. Now I'll click on create. Now if you look at this, this is a library column. This is a library, and you will not see this column by default. Here in a library the name column is the mandatory field, and we will not see the title column like this. Even if I will go here, I will say if I'll go to any column here, I'll say show hide columns. You might not be able to see the title column here. So what we can do here is you can go to the library settings page, and in the library settings page, if you will scroll down, then you will be able to see a title column here. You can see there is a title column, and this column you can add into the view. So in this case, now for example, to this document library, if I want to show my title column, then I will probably go here to the library settings, and I will go to the all items view. You can see here all documents view, and in that if you will look at this, now this is the title column. You can see here this is the title column, and you can add it to you can just click on OK, and you will be able to see the title column here. Now the difference between here the name and the title column is that name you are using in multiple places. For example, let's say you will upload a document, you will click on that link, you will have the receive menu. Let's say I'll upload a document here. Now let's say I drag and drop a file here to upload it. You can see here now this name, you can see there is a receive menu, everything is coming on this particular name column. Now since this is a library, name column is important here. Now if I will go back to the list, so you can see here in this case, let's say I'll add one item here. For example, I will say item 1. I'll click on save. Now you can see here this is exactly working like the name column it was working in the library. Now here you can see the receive menu. You can click over there, you can open this item, you can add comments to for that particular item. Those things you can do it here. Now this is how the title column works. Now there is a very important thing that that we do here, or by default that SharePoint use this title column. If I will go to this particular list view, so I'll go to the list settings, I'll go to the all items view. Now look at this title column here. Now the title column, you can see here by default it is the text, and then there is an edit link to edit item. So that one is also which is the title column it is taking, and here you can see title and title a link to item. So there is these are the places where it actually uses this title column. Now why I'm saying all this, because if any point of time if you are thinking to hide it from that particular list, then there's the problem. There are other ways that you can enable another column for this EC menu and all, but by default you can see here, if I'll hide this column, then I'll not be able to see this EC menu over here. Where in case of a library, even if you hide the title column, it doesn't matter, because there is always a name column over there which is doing all these things. Now another important question is, do we really always need the title column? You will see by default it is creating in list and library. So do we really need it? The answer is no. You might not need it. So sometimes, let's say the list is about project details, might be I don't want a title column, rather I want to put a project title column, or project title or project name, something like that, I can add it. So that's how we can Microsoft is providing an options where you can change it. And also another important thing, like the title column here in list is mandatory, but SharePoint is providing an option where you can make that an optional column. Even we can hide it. So all these three things we'll see here. Now first thing we'll see is how we can rename it. Now in the modern experience it is quite easier. So you can go to the column setting, you can see here there is title column, and you can change it to, so for example I will say project title here. You can see that is the thing that you can do here. You can save it. Now it becomes a project title column. So this is available in the modern experience. Easily we can do that. And then if you are using the classic SharePoint list, then you can simply go to that column you can go here, list settings, and then you can see there is a column here. So click on this title column, and then you can change it accordingly. So that's how it will appear in case of a classic list as well. And the other thing that we can do here is we can hide this column, we can make it to optional. For those things we required to enable the content type here. Now if I will, let's do this thing in the particular library here. Now if you look at here, there is if you'll go to the library settings, and then you can see here there is advanced settings. In that, first of all we need to enable this allow management of content type. So you can click yes, and then click on OK. Now when you click on OK, we have that option where you can, this content type section will be enabled, and you can click on this document content type. If it is a list, then the content type will be list, and from there you can see there is a title column. And if you click over here, you can see here by default, in case of library, since it's a library, by default it's optional. If you want to make it mandatory, you can click over here, you can set this option. If you want to make it hide, so it will not appear in the forms, and you can click on OK. So it will become hidden. Now if you'll go to the library here, if you want to edit something, so let's say I will click over here, and I want to enable the properties here, so details. So you can see here, you will not be able to see the title here. You can see the name is there, you will not see the title here in this case. Now if you look at a classic SharePoint library also, you will be able to see that you will not see that option in the forms. Remember, we are talking about the forms. This is in the view. So don't misunderstand this, because here why it is coming, because when we made that hidden, it will be hide from the forms, like your new form, edit form, and display form. From there it will be hidden, but in the view you have to go and uncheck this option from the view itself. So that's how we can do it here. Now this is about how we can make hide, or how we can make it optional. Those things we can do. Now as I said, in library you can hide it, but in case of list, as I said you, there is EC menu is there, you have other options. If you make this column hidden, then you will not be able to see this option. So you need to be little more careful when you are trying to hide this title column from a SharePoint list. Now next thing is programmatically, how we can do this thing programmatically. So you can create any Windows application, console application, ASP.NET website, anything you can create, and using Visual Studio. So you can see here I have a application here which is a Windows application in Visual Studio 2019. And one thing that we need to do here is go to the NuGet package. So you can go to the reference and manage NuGet package here, and you need to add this DLL, SharePoint PNP Core Online. So this is the DLL that we need to add it. So once you add it, then we will be able to work with the code that is available. So in this case, what I have done is I have added 3 buttons: update, rename column, hide column, and then make optional this title column, and I have written the code. So if you'll go here, now for example, this is a test list. Now let me go here. What I'll do is I will just delete this list again. So I will, or let's make one more list here. I will make it to test 1, and let's say you can see here this test 1 list has a title column. Now I'll run and show for 1. So you can see here you can have authentication manager. You can create an object, and then authentication manager dot get web login client context. So what exactly will happen here is you when you provide this URL, so it will open the browser, and then you can just put your credential over there, and then field. So you need to get the particular list, the field get by title, and then whatever the object title that you want to give, and then click on update and execute query. So once you do that, then it will update it. So let me just run once. So you can see here this I run with this application. So since this is a Windows application, you can see here a Windows form open here. Click on update rename column. So you can see here title renamed successfully. Now let me just stop it here, and I'll go to the list here. So you can see here this is the list. If I will just refresh this, you can see here the title column changed to project title. The same way you can see here I have another column where we are making it to hidden. So the same thing, the authentication manager we are doing, and then we are getting that field, and here you can see field dot hidden is a property, make it to true, and then you can do update and execute query. And then in this case also you can see here if you want to make it optional, then you can see required equal to false you can put. Probably we don't need this execute query thing, but you can make it to required false, and then we need this update and execute query. So this is how the code works. Make sure you have to write this using statement here, because this is the using statement that we are using. Authentication manager is part of this office tab pnp.core. So this is very simple that we can use it here. So this is how we can work with the title column. And if you want similar kind of videos, okay, let me tell you one more thing, that this code is available on the blog post that I wrote here. You can see here this is a complete blog post that I have written, and I'll put this link in the video description so that you can get all the CSOM code from there and you can use it. So if you want similar kind of videos, then subscribe to the channel. You will get a lot of free videos on SharePoint, Office 365, your SP Apex, Power Platform. Every videos that I'll upload, you will get it free. So thank you and have a nice day.